Oh, man. Anthony Davis. One of the most unique talents in the NBA. I see a lot of myself in him. I can't wait to face him and see if I can get the upper hand. I know I'm still a rookie, but it's the ultimate test to see where my game is at right now. And I live for these moments. So bring it on, Brow.
The Utah Jazz have a Western Conference contest on their hands as they prepare to defend the home court at the Energy Solutions Arena here in downtown Salt Lake City, Utah. The excitement of the NBA is on. Lyles checked in for Gobert. Booker comes in for Derek Favors. Freaks checked in for Alec Burks. And Trey Burks subbed in for Exum. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Alexis Ajinça has checked in for Asher. Perkins comes in for Davis. Anderson, he's checked in for Quincy Pondexter. And Eric Gordon subbed in for Tyreke Evans. So for New Orleans right now, Holiday at the 1 with Gordon at the 2. Perkins is out there with Anderson. And it's Ajinça in at the 5, roaming the paint.
2 years ago, Utah drafted Trey Burke to be their point guard of the future. Then last year, they drafted Dante Exum. It set up quite a competition between those two.
And there's Eric Gordon on the assist by Holiday. Holiday's got 3 assists tonight.
Another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively so far.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see them operating a lot of their offense from the interior today.
And it's Freak missing. Pelicans trail by 6. Holiday, the pass to Gordon. They set the screen. On the wing, Gordon. That doesn't go either for Gordon.
Well, I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
Not much defense to speak of yet here, guys.
Nope, it's been all offense, fellas, all the time here early.
Perkins dishes to Holiday. Screen by Perkins. Passes to Gordon. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Ajinça, and he goes in for the dunk.
Nothing fancy there. Didn't need it.
Nope. His only concern right now, Clark, is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
I like the simplicity.
Well, there's also style just with the fact that he's able to have that kind of a finish, though. Still, I like that pretty one-handed flow.
Here's Hayward. Perkins pulls it in. Looking at the last game for the New Orleans Pelicans, it was a win against the Trailblazers in Portland.
And boy, did that game nearly get away from them, but they were a little bit fortunate to have survived at the end of regulation.
Yeah, they got that second chance by virtue of forcing the overtime, and then things really swung in their favor after that.
12 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Burke. He kicks to Hayward. 1 second left. Green for 2 points. Hayward's got 11 points.
Well, I tell you what, Gordon Hayward really is fun to watch shooting the ball.
And here's Freak on his experience as a one-and-done college player.
It was definitely a hard decision. I had to sit down with my family and weigh the options and really take the time to figure out what's best for me. It was tough. I mean, I loved my team, my coaches, and just the whole college experience, you know. But on the other hand, there's always a risk of injury, you know. I just felt like I was ready to take my game to the next level, so why wait? And I think it turned out for the best. No regrets.
Now with more and more freshmen, Clark, making the jump to the pros, we can expect to hear more stories like this, I'm sure.
Well, without question, Kevin, that's the case in the landscape that we find.
So Utah ends up going with the new group. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Alexis Ajinça has checked in for Asher. Anderson comes in for Quincy Pondexter. Eric Gordon, he's checked in for Tyreek Evans. And it's Holiday in for Norris Cole. So the Pelican 5 right now. Holiday at the 1 with Gordon at the 2. Anderson is out there with Anthony Davis. And it's Ajinça in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Burke kicks to Booker. Pass to Lyles. Freak dishes to Booker. Anderson against Hayward.
Boy, I tell you, I thought the Jazz had a big year last season. Looked much tougher than before. A big part of that is how Coach Quinn Snyder helped the team grow. I mean, he looked like a perfect fit in his first year with the franchise.
Kendrick Perkins, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Outside Holiday. Ajinça kicks to Gordon. The dish to Holiday. 6 to shoot. Ajinça the pass to Anderson. And again, New Orleans has no luck. You were mentioning the Jazz, and they grew last year under Coach Quinn Snyder in his first year. You know, Greg, he did the same thing with teams when he was a coach in the D-League.
That's a great point, Kevin. And beyond the growth that the Jazz showed, I think everyone in Utah was pleased with the style of play. I mean, Coach Snyder's got the team back to playing hard defense and really grinding out wins.
The drive by Gordon. Pass to Perkins. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
That's his first personal foul.
Kendrick Perkins at this point in his career really more of an enforcer than anything. Last season was statistically his worst since his rookie year. Played for a couple different, actually was part of 3 different teams and ended up in Cleveland after beginning in Oklahoma City.
Yeah, and you know, at this stage, what he gives you now, he's really a space eater down low. Still a terrific screener in the pick and roll or in terms of executing of the offense. And when the game gets physical, that tends to lead to him finding a way to make an impact.
Enforcer's a good term
I
to
like
use.
that one, Kevin.
I do too.
I like that one.
Holiday with it. A 20-point game for him in the win against Portland. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's his first foul.
That's the way you play defense. He saw the hop step a mile away and got in the path to disrupt it.
Now here's Freak. Not a lot of room. Happy to see that one go in for his second make in 5 attempts.
And, you know, going back to Kendrick Perkins, I mean, he just looks like a guy you wouldn't want to mess with. On top of that, he acts like a guy you wouldn't want to mess with. One of the toughest competitors in the league, and he's got a scowl to match.
Utah leading by 17. Burke dishes to Freak. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. This is his first free throw of the game.
That's his second personal foul. At the line,
First one falls for him.
3. At the line for 2.
And both free throws good from Freak. 16 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Now here is Holiday. He has 6. He dishes it to Anderson. With 1 on the clock. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got 6 assists in the game. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided. Getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Lyles checked in for Gobert. Booker comes in for Derek Favors. Freaks checked in for Burks. And Trey Burks subbed in for Exman. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Alexis Ajinça has checked in for Ash. Anderson comes in for Quincy Pondexter. Gordon's checked in for Tyreek Evans. And it's Norris Cole in for Drew Holiday. Freak, he's in at shooting guard. Lyles out there with Trevor Booker. And it's Hayward. And it's Burke in at the 1 spot. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz. Well, New Orleans is still a relatively young team, but they play with the maturity, I think, Clark, that's beyond their years.
You know, Kevin, the average age for them last year was just over 25 years old, and the youngest team in the West actually to make it to the playoffs last year.
And for the Pelicans, part of why they...
Jazz also changing it up. Hood checked in for Hayward. And Freak subbed in for Burks. New Orleans also making some changes. Ashik comes in for Alexis Ajinça. And it's Pondexter in for Anderson. So for New Orleans right now, Davis and Ashik in the middle. Holiday at the 1 with Gordon at the 2. And it's Pondexter in at the 3 spot. Guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
Sure can, because they've earned the win.
And the basket good.
Terrific run to seal the deal.
Yeah, and now let's just keep an eye on how much longer they keep the foot on the accelerator.
Gordon kicks to Davis. Back to Gordon. Can't get it to fall. And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
Yeah, they were the superior team in every department, in every category to me, Kevin. I know their fans loved it and appreciated it.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, Derek.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hi again, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Gordon Hayward. He had an outstanding third quarter. Whatever they needed in terms of energy and offense, he was the firepower that propelled them during the second half. And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game. For Shaquille O'Neal,